Baby, did y'all see that State of the Union address last night? It's a shit show. Nah, just playing. You know what, to be honest, I actually think Joe Biden did a really good job, to be in his 80s and whatnot. I think he did a really good job. I did notice, did y'all see how he was walking down that aisle so slowly? Like, that man was making sure he didn't trip, he didn't stumble, he didn't fall, all of it, excuse me. And because I think if he had did, like, I was just holding my breath, because if that man had failed or, spaced out too much while talking, it would have been the end of his political career. But overall, he did a good job. So I'm gonna get into this gig real quick. I just want to start by saying this video is for foundational Black Americans, and by that I mean Black people living in America whose ancestors were slaves and helped to build this nation. And to everyone else watching this video, I just want to say, if you are offended by what I'm about to say, I apologize. It's not my intention to offend people, but I have my own opinions and beliefs, and just like I have mine, y'all have yours. And I'm never gonna tell someone how to think and believe or whatever. You have the freedom to believe and have your own opinion. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's get into it. Charles Barkley, after the Union address, came out and said that the Democrats only do things for Black people every 4 years when they need our vote. And I agree with this man. I agree with him. But, hold on, I also feel like this is not the right time for this type of rhetoric. Whether it's Democrat or Republican, these politicians have never wanted to pass policies that directly benefit foundational Black Americans only. And I get it, because we're tired, bro. Like, Black Americans are tired. We have fought for centuries in this country. Like, white people never gave us anything. Nobody came to rescue us. Nobody came to help us. We had to get it from the ground up. Could you imagine? I'm in Texas right now. For those living in, Texas, could you imagine working from sun up to sundown in this hot, humid environment? A crazy working conditions for the slaves. So rightfully, now that we've escaped all of that, we fought our way out, we want more, and we're gonna get more by our birthright. That belongs to us. This country belongs to us. That's why I don't agree with people telling foundational Black Americans, oh, just go back to Africa. No, this is our country. Just like it's your country, okay? This is our country, because it wouldn't be what it is today, the most powerful nation this world has ever seen, without us, okay? Let's get to it. Back to foundational Black Americans. I'm seeing a lot of y'all with huge followings, like the African Diaspora Network and celebrities telling Black people to vote for Donald Trump. And I just want to know why. Why? This man has never been on the side of Black people. He has never been pro-Black. When he was in office, I don't remember him passing any policies that just strictly directly benefited Black people. Yeah, y'all were going about the HBCU grants and whatnot, but guess what? Asians and whatnot are starting to go to those institutions as well. They're not all Black institutions, okay? And another aspect of, these celebrities and whatnot telling Black people to vote for Donald Trump is I'm seeing a lot of anti-Black woman and a lot of anti-queer rhetoric. So this is what happened, anti-Black queer rhetoric, I want to say. This is what I've been seeing. You got Black men at the top of the Black community hating on Black women. Then you have Black women in the middle of the Black community hating on queer Black people. And it's like, we as Black people, we really need to come together. Like, heterosexual Black men, why does it offend you so much to see Black women eating? To see Black queer people eating, getting it? Why? Getting rights, getting equality. Why? Because we're all Black at the end of the day, aren't we? Like, y'all will go in on Black gay men as if the rest of the world don't see us as Black men just like y'all. Okay? And what I want to say to people that are following the African Diaspora Network and people that are, advocating for anti-LGBTQ policies, especially if you are a minority or a part of a minority group and that's the way you feel about queer people, what I want to say is go back to where you came from, bro. Go back. Go back to your ancestral homeland, okay? Y'all are so quick to highlight and to post about these African countries passing laws that limit the rights of women and LGBTQ plus people. Y'all will go up for it, salivating about it. And it's like when I be seeing it, I'm like, man, if y'all feel this way about Ghana and Nigeria, what's happening there, why don't y'all move there? They will surely take you, but y'all don't want to go. And I get why you don't want to go, but it's like, this is America. You know what it stands for now, equality. So if you're fighting for equality, why would you want to stop another group of people from getting equality too? Especially if some of those people are black people as well. Because when one of us rises, a black queer person, if I rise, y'all all rise too. And just, as I divest here and go to another point that's very, very important, which is why I created this video, is black people need to keep their eye on the prize for real. Y'all need to remember that globally, them folks are on the decline. And the reason why they're voting for Trump and they don't care about what he does is because they're fighting for their way of life, man. In 2020, there was a census, and y'all all remember that. And for the first time in American history, we saw that white birth rates were on the decline and that they were set to become a minority quicker than we've ever thought before. And them people are scared. They're anxious. They're fearful. And I can't blame them because we all know how this country treats minorities. They don't want to talk about it, but they inherently know it's not good. They don't want to be a minority. They don't want to be a black person, a queer person. They don't want it. So they don't care about what this man does. They don't care about what he says, as long as he's willing to pass the specific laws that protect their majority. And one of the things that I want these black people that are advocating for Trump in 2024 to realize is that this man has been open about what he wants to do. Like the other night, I was just in bed reading his website. Man, these mosquitoes. Reading his website, excuse me. The man is talking about wanting to end birthright citizenship. Who does that benefit? Does it really matter to black Americans? Does birthright citizenship really matter to black Americans like that? No, we don't care. Because no matter what this country has done or passed, we've always been able to survive and thrive. Like, get out there and get it. That's why when they repealed affirmative action, we don't even care about that. Like, that was benefiting white women anyway. We don't care about that. We're still going to get out there and compete and get it. So yeah, white people are fighting for their survival, man. And something important for y'all to realize is that humanity is about over 300,000 years old, right? Listen to me. Caucasians, Google this. Caucasians have only been on this earth for 22,000 years. That's a second, a minute in the grand scheme of things. And just as easily as people and species come, they can go. They can go. And I'm not saying like advocating for them to disappear, because I think this world is big enough for everybody, all groups of people. We all have a place in this world. But it is just different because you got one group of people trying to stop the bag of all these other groups of people. One common person that's, committing atrocities against all of humanity. And black people need to be smart about how we want to dismantle or how we want to participate in the dismantling of white supremacy. If white supremacy is going to be upheld, let those folks fight for it and to uphold it. Let's not be a part of upholding white supremacy by voting for Trump in 2024. This man has never been for poor people, ever. For black people, ever. So let them fight. Let them uphold it. Let them shed their blood and their tears for it. Because we're going to be okay either way. And then next election cycle, after that, next election cycle, I should say, we can work on passing direct legislation to benefit us. But right now, I just don't think it's the time. If we put this man in office, I feel like something bad is going to happen, something that we cannot turn the clock back on. And I don't want to be a part of that. You know, ever since that man came to power, I'm just noticing a lot of relationships are breaking apart, dividing. And it's strange how one leader can bring about so much chaos globally and personally in each and every one of our lives. Like, how can he have so much power? My family is so divided. We barely talk, constant fighting, constant negativity. And it's just weird how this all came about. Man, people would just be staring. It's just weird how it all came about. Yes, Black people, let's be smart. 2024, there's no need for us to vote for this man to get our direct policies passed. Heterosexual Black men, please stop the hate. We're all Black at the end of the day. We can all eat. None of us are going back in time. America is never going to be like it once was. We have to focus on moving forward. Men in general have to focus on redefining masculinity and gender roles, because it's okay. It's okay to not live up to this masculine standard that once was. It's okay to just finally be yourself. That's why voting for, anti-woman and these voting for anti-LGBTQ policies it doesn't make sense in my mind if you are a heterosexual Black person or heterosexual man, period. Because at the end of the day, if we as LGBTQ plus people and women are free, that means you can be free too. You get to define what a man means for you. You get to define the roles and the gender expectations in your own marriage and relationship. That's what it means. And that's why it's important, okay? I gotta go, you guys. It's Friday and I'm tired and I gotta go, run some errands, but take care, y'all. Peace.